Oh.
There's no Wi-Fi. Are we good?
Live on my end.
We're live. Okay. Not only are we live,
We're extra live.
we're extra live today. First of all, I'm Clint.
I'm
This is
Marcus.
Marcus Wiley.
Yes, sir.
It's a good man right here. So coming to you live from the Harp Design Co. shop here in Waco, Texas. But we're extra live today because we are live both on Instagram and Facebook at the same time.
Double whammy!
Whoa, man. I mean, my head is exploding. I am so
I
excited.
can't control myself.
Okay, so quick tutorial, 3 minutes. We're going to be in and out so that you can go back and watch this again in case you're confused. A lot of times we get asked, how do you join the tabletops together that you make? And so we've done a lot of tutorials. It seems like every single one of our tutorials involves glue, but that's woodworking, okay, folks? There's just a lot of glue involved. We've done laminating, we've done all these different things. Today, it's all about how do you glue a tabletop up together. Marcus Wiley, you've glued quite a few of these up.
I have.
All right, what are we using today to join this table together?
We have 8mm dominoes that we
A domino.
went ahead and before this,
Close up.
we lined up this table. Also, this is a walnut table. This is walnut, and we don't usually get to work with walnut very much, so we're excited.
Love walnut.
Yeah, we love walnut. It's
Yes.
pretty.
Yes.
So once we put this together, get it the right width, we mark out where we're going to domino. So we'll get a ruler, mark it out with a pencil.
Okay, so he lines all these boards up, kind of loosely clamps them so they don't move. Then you get a straight edge, and you mark a line. Now bring the cameras in here. Show them the line here, Marcus.
Right. So you'll mark that line so that whenever you do go in with the domino, they all line up and your table is not out of whack. Make sure that
right there, Marcus, tell them what that is.
This is what you do whenever
That's your
we say
domino
domino,
Yeah.
you put it up against the piece of wood like this, like that, and then there's a bit in there that whenever you push in, it goes and it makes a little slot like that, so that the dominoes will fit in like that.
So here's the key, guys. This plate right here, whenever you're using a domino joiner, or you can use a biscuit joiner, same thing. Biscuits are a little less hefty, okay, but you do the same thing. This plate allows every cut to be at the same depth on the board. It's always going to be right there. The line that you draw is important because that line determines that you have it centered with the other board right next to it. So this is going to make it so that every time you cut it, it's going to be at the same height or right in the middle of that board, on the edge of the board. This line, though, is super important, and you get it right in the middle every time so that when you go to cut it and you go back to put them all together, they're all lined up perfect. Okay, show me how to put them together. Let's go. We only got another minute. Here we go.
Alright, so you glue on there.
All right.
I'll paint. We use just the paintbrush to paint the sides.
Okay. Stick a little glue down in the domino hole, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Make sure that you get the paint on the sides because that's where they all stick.
Hey Marcus, I'm afraid of getting too much glue all over the place. What do I do if I get it all messy?
I think you can't have too much glue ever.
I think that's a great point.
You can always clean it off once you clamp it together.
How do I clean it off?
Just a wet rag.
A wet rag. That's it, folks. Get a wet rag, super soppy wet, and just clean off the glue. Oh, thank you, sir. So you stick your dominoes in there.
Right.
We're all good. Now I'm going to get lazy over here. I'm going to use my finger.
Yeah, I don't think you
ways
can do
to do
too
it.
much glue. Better safe than sorry.
Yep.
Use some difficult glue.
That's good, good. You only have to put glue on one side. So like put it on this edge, you don't have to put it on this edge. All right, here we go. We're going to clamp it up. We're just going to show you how it works here.
Well, this is where those lines come in handy.
Yep. Okay, you go ahead and line yours up first. There you go. Sir. Okay. Now what we have on here is what's called a sloppy cut, and it allows a little bit of wiggle room left to right. So up and down, you really don't have any room at all. but you have wiggle room left or right. All right there. Boom. Now we're not going to use the clamps to show you, but that's as easy as it gets right there. And so essentially what you've made is a mortise and tenon. Thank you, Mr. Riley, for the rag right here, so I can wipe up all this glue. You've essentially made a mortise and tenon joint using a domino, which acts as what's called a floating tenon. Because you have not created a stationary tenon from the wood, you have actually, used an outside tenon, created a hole, stuck the tenon in the hole, and then joined the two together. That's called basically a floating tenon. So that's how you do it.
That is how you do it.
And let me tell you, this guy, he knows how to do it.
I know how to do it.
You are the man.
They call me the Domino.
Woo! Wow. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Both on, I don't know which one is which, maybe Instagram over here, Facebook over here. Thank y'all so much. We're trying to come up with more and more ways to share little tutorials with you every once in a while, every week actually. And hopefully we'll do it because we love sharing with you how to do all this crazy stuff. Thanks for joining in. Have a great weekend, right?
Have a good weekend.
Later.